class. After that law of reciprocal, we will start the next law, that is Gay-Lussac law of combining volumes. Okay, so this is next law is Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume. Okay, what it says, it says that under similar condition of temperature and pressure, whenever gases combine, they do so in the volume which have a simple whole number ratio with each other and also in the gaseous product. Matlab, as we have done in that law of definite proportion, that was for the compound. Okay, here the same thing we will do, but in case of gas only. That means two gases are combining in a fixed ratio to form a fixed compound, fixed mole of product. Got it? So this is the thing. So example like H2 plus Cl2, if we take, this is gas, this is also gas, and it is giving 2HCl. So it says that if we take, nothing is given over here, isn't it? No mole. So we will consider 1 mole, and 1 mole later on I will explain it. 1 mole, that means 22.4 liter volume. 1 mole is always equal to 22.4 liter or 22400 milliliter. Clear? Whatever the gas, 1 mole of N2, 1 mole of H2, 1 mole of oxygen, 1 mole of methane, 1 mole of calcium carbonate, whatever, koi bhi gas, if any compound, if we talk about the volume of that, it will have 22.4 liter or 22,400 milliliter. Got it? So this is a constant value. So what I am doing, I am considering is this means 1 volume. Okay, so I am considering it as a 1 volume, and it out V for 22.4 liter. Here also 1 V, isn't it? For this, what it will be? 2V. Clear? So it says that the ratio, whenever the hydrogen and chlorine will react to form HCl, there will be always a ratio of 1 will be 1:1:2. Clear? Okay. So similarly, if like N2 plus 3H2, that is going to react, it will form 2 ammonia. Okay, 2 moles of ammonia. So what is the volume? 1 volume. Example 1, example 2. This is 1 volume and this is 3 volume, isn't it? And here it is 2 volume. So in this case, the ratio, that means whenever we have to prepare ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen, it should be the ratio 1:3:2. Clear? Similarly, take another example, H2 plus O2 change into 2H2O, so it will be 2, isn't it? So that means it is 2 volume, it is 1 volume, and it is 2 volume. So what should be the ratio for this hydrogen and oxygen to form water? It should be 2:1:2. Hope it is clear. So this is called Gay-Lussac's law of combining volume. Actually, there is no as such question based on this Gay-Lussac law, but as I said in the earlier that it is just like a law of constant proportion. Okay, so we'll do the questions in that way only. Okay, so I have written one question over here. Two substances X and Y are colorless gases and are formed by combination of sulfur and oxygen. Substance X is obtained by the combination of 6 gram of sulfur and 6 gram of oxygen. Substance Y is formed when at 8.6 gram of sulfur and 12.9 gram of oxygen combined. Okay, so what is the mass ratio of the element in the two substances? So simple questions, you can do it, I hope. Okay, suppose that in substance A, for this A answer, substance A, if it X we talk about. Okay, so mass of sulfur and oxygen ratio is what? Sulfur is 6 gram and oxygen is 6 gram. 6:6, that means 1:1, isn't it? Now in substance Y, check the mass of sulfur and oxygen. sulfur and oxygen ratio here. So this is what, 8.6 ratio 12.9. so solve it. It will be approximately 1:1.5, or we can write 3/2. Do it? Yes. So what will be the exact ratio? Multiply by 2 on both sides, so it will be 2:3 ratio, isn't it? Got it? So you can see that this is how this is a fixed whole number ratio. So sulfur and oxygen, they are forming different compounds in different whole number ratio, but the ratio is in whole number. They are forming different compound, X compound, they are forming Y compound, but the ratio is in a whole number ratio. Okay, so that's why yes, we can say that which law? Just try to understand which law. The ratio of, this is law of multiple proportion, isn't it? Different compound they are forming. So this is law of multiple proportion. So the ratio supports law of, second point is law of multiple proportion. Can I assume that you people got it? Multiple proportion. See, multiple proportion, what it says? Multiple proportion, it says that the two elements can react with each other, can form different compounds, but the ratio should be in the simple whole number ratio. So similarly, it says that sulfur and oxygen, here also sulfur and oxygen, they are combining to form different compound, one X compound, another Y compound, but the ratio is always in the fixed whole number ratio. So this is law of multiple proportion. Got it? Okay, so this is the question. Now multiple proportion. Now another question I have written here. This is 10 mole of hydrogen combined with 5 mole of oxygen to yield water. When 200 ml of hydrogen at NTP are passed over heated copper oxide, the latter loses 0.144 gram of its mass. Do these results agree with the law of constant composition? Okay, so we have to see what law of constant proportion. What it says that whenever the two elements combine with each other to form a product, single product, they always will be in the same ratio. Got it? So let's do how to do that. So for this, what I have explained right now only, that 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liter or 22400 milliliter, isn't it? Okay, so try to understand this. 1 mole in from class 9th, you just recall it. Mole is equal to weight upon molecular weight, isn't it? Yes. So if mole is 1, so the weight will be, if mole is 1, so weight, then you can write, if mole is 1, then you can say weight will be equal to molecular weight, isn't it? Okay, and H2 molecular mass is 2 gram. For H2 molecular mass is 2. So we can say that 2 gram of hydrogen is having this much volume, isn't it? Are you getting what I'm saying? This concept. So here it is given 10 ml of hydrogen. So volume, let me take 22400 ml of H2 contains 2 gram. 2 gram, yes, its weight. So 10 ml में कितना weight हो जाएगा? 10 ml of H2 will contain 2 upon 22400 into 10 gram, isn't it? Solve it and it will be 0.00089 gram. Okay, this gram. So now similarly you just find for this 5 ml of oxygen to yield water. So this 5 ml oxygen will, what it will be? So if mole is equal to 1, then weight is equal to molecular weight. Got it? Try to understand. So molecular weight of oxygen will be 32. So this time what we will write, 22400 ml of oxygen contains what? Contains 32 gram. Yes, the same concept, use it. So how much volume? 5 ml of O2 will give 32, will contain 32 upon 22400 into 5 gram. So just multiply it and get this answer. It is 0.00714 gram. Okay, clear? So take the ratio of mass of H2 and O2. It is 0.00089 and ratio 0.00714. Solve it. I solve it and I got 1.1 of ratio 8. Clear? So in another experiment, whenever we will find the ratio of this, it will also give you what? 1.8. Yes, the ratio should be 1.8. Now it says that when 200 ml of, the first one we have done, first part here, this is we have found. Okay, now when 200 ml of hydrogen at NTP are passed over, so 200 ml hydrogen, same, find it. So now in case 2, this was case 1. Okay, so 22400 ml of hydrogen contains how much? 2 gram. So what is that volume? 200 ml of H2 contains 2 upon 22400 into 200, and solve it and you will get it 0.0178 gram. Okay, so now we got that hydrogen, we got mass. Now oxygen mass we have to find. See here, when 200 ml of hydrogen at NTP are passed over heated copper oxide, okay, the latter loses this much gram of its mass. That means this CuOO, what it will lose? Oxygen it will lose. Yes, so the mass of the hydrogen, so loss in mass of CuO, जितना इसका मास होगा, दैट मीन्स हमें तो ऑक्सीजन से मतलब है ना, तो जितना इसका मास लूज होगा उतना ही ऑक्सीजन का मास लूज होगा. यस, इजंट इट? तो ऑन हीटिंग will be same as that of oxygen, isn't it? So what is the mass lost on this copper oxide? 0.144. So let it be 0.144. So now take the ratio. So ratio of mass of hydrogen and oxygen, hydrogen we got from this, and oxygen from where we got? By the loss of this copper oxide mass. So this is 0.144. Solve it. It must be 1.8. Okay, then only it will follow the law of constant composition. So solve it. This is coming 1.8. So here the ratio are same. Since the ratio are same, so we can say that the result agree with the law of constant composition. Got it? So this was the Gay-Lussac law explained, and we have solved the numerical law, law of constant composition only. So next law is Avogadro hypothesis. That's we are going to start. This is next is Avogadro's hypothesis. We all are very familiar with this number, Avogadro's number, since we have done in class 9th. Yes. So here we will write this Avogadro hypothesis. So you can see that this was whatever till now we have studied, that was law. So why it is hypothesis? Hypothesis, that means it is assumed. Okay, we didn't get the certain like fixed knowledge, fixed idea about it, but assumption is there, and still that assumption is not proved wrong. So that's why we are continuing with this. Got it? Okay, so Avogadro hypothesis says that, so it says that under similar condition of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of gases contain equal number of molecules. The temperature pressure condition should be same and volume should be equal, then the number of molecules will also be same. As for example, if we talk about hydrogen gas, okay, or we talk about oxygen gas or carbon dioxide gas, if we take one volume that is equal to 22.4 liter, so what number of molecules of hydrogen will be present in this gas? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of H2 are present in this H2 gas. Got it? Similarly, if O2 I am taking, and suppose that now this time I am taking 3 volume for this, okay, assumption. So 3 volume, that means it will be 3 into 22.4 liter, isn't it? So this will have 3 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of oxygen. Is it clear? Yes? Got it? Suppose that if I am taking 0.5 volume of this, 0.5 volume ka matlab 0.5 into 22.4 liter. Yes? So what molecules of this? It will be 0.5 into 10 to the power in 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of CO2 gas. If I would have taken one volume, so it all should be 22.4, and it all should be 6.022 and 6.022 only. Got it? Okay, clear? So this is Avogadro hypothesis. Now you have to like there is Dalton's atomic theory that we have already done in class 9th. So here in your book it is there. You just go through with that. There will be no question asked from this. It follows law of conservation. It is first law is that it is made up of tiny particles, which is called atoms, and then second is atoms of same element will be identical. Elements of different atoms of different elements will be non-identical, will be different, and they follow during the chemical reaction. They follow law of conservation of mass. They follow law of definite proportion. Okay, so these were the Dalton's theory, and that is same. So just go through with that. Never it will be asked in your class. Okay, so now next thing we are going to do that determination of, there is a relation between vapor density and the molecular mass, that we are going to do. Determination of the relationship between molar mass and vapor density of the gas. Vapor density of a gas. Okay, so how to do that? See, there is vapor density. Vapor density is same as density. Okay, this will be equal to mass upon what? Volume. Okay, so density is equal to mass upon volume. So what you will write if I am writing vapor density? So I am going to modify this. The mass of V ml of gas, whatever the volume, okay, whatever volume we are taking, uska mass, ठीक है, and density volume will be mass volume of और एक सेकेंड, इसको वॉल्यूम को we can change in this word, mass of V volume, V ml of hydrogen. Okay, got what I am saying? Vapor density. Vapor density जो होता है that is defined as the, it is the density with respect to V ml of hydrogen. The density of a gas, okay, with respect to V ml of hydrogen, mass of V ml of hydrogen. So we'll explain it. To make it clear, I have written the vapor density definition. Vapor density of a gas is defined as the ratio between the mass of a certain volume of gas, whatever the gas, to the mass of the same volume of hydrogen gas under the similar condition of temperature and pressure. Got it? So this is the vapor density definition. But it won't be asked, vapor density formula definition won't be asked. Just to you have to learn the formula, that formula of vapor density. Okay, definition won't be asked. Okay, so according to this we have written this. Now can we modify this vapor density is equal to mass of V volume? So we know that in the V volume there is a number of molecules same, and we can assume it as a N, a constant, isn't it? So we can write mass of V volume. Let me write again, mass of V ml of gas upon mass of V ml, whatever volume we have taken, the same volume we have taken here of hydrogen also. Okay, V of hydrogen. So the mass of V ml of gas can have Avogadro number of gases. So I am just assuming that mass of n molecules of gas. Okay, so obviously this will be mass of n molecule of hydrogen, isn't it? If this is a constant, so we can take it as a 1 mole also. Okay, so this will be equal to mass of 1 molecule of gas upon mass of 1 molecule of hydrogen. Yes, we can write the same thing. We are going now same way. Okay, so now this again write down vapor density is equal to, this is mass of 1 molecule of gas. So let me write that mass of 1 molecule of gas, and can we write this mass of 1 molecule of H2 का मतलब in 1 molecule of H2 means 2 atom of hydrogen, isn't it? Okay, so can we write this instead of this part? Can we write that mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen? Yes, we can write. So in next way I am writing mass of 1 molecule of gas. This derivation also won't be asked. Okay, so don't be like so much panic that you are not getting it how much. Okay, so this is mass of 1 molecule of gas, and here 2 atoms of hydrogen. So can I write 2 into mass of 1 atom of hydrogen? Can't we write? Yes, we can write, because whatever the atom mass of 1 atom multiplied by 2, you will get the 2 atom mass, isn't it? Like this. Now learn the definition of the molecular mass. Molecular mass says that according to the definition of molar mass of any substance. Let me take a gas. Okay, molar mass of any gas is the ratio of 1 molecule of gas, 1 molecule of the gas to that of 1 atom to that of 1 atom of hydrogen. Hydrogen is considered as standard element. Okay, so gas to that of 1 atom of hydrogen under similar condition. Okay, similar condition. Hope it is clear. molecular mass of any gas की definition क्या होती है? This is the ratio of one molecule of the gas to that one atom of hydrogen under similar conditions. So can we write this portion? This is the total portion. Can we write the molar mass of the gas? Isn't it? So write down. So vapor density is equal to, this 2 will remain, like out of this we can write molar mass of the gas upon 2. So we got the formula, molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So this only you have to remember, okay? This formula you have to remember. This will be used in many questions, questions, okay? This is the derivation. Let's do some questions based on this, okay? Okay, so I have written 2 questions over here. 10 ml of hydrogen contains 2000 molecules under certain temperature and pressure. Calculate the number of molecule of oxygen whose volume is 150 ml at the same temperature and pressure. Can you think which law will be applicable over here? See, number of molecules and volume, volume relation is there at same temperature and pressure condition. Which law? It is Avogadro hypothesis. Okay, so accordingly we can do hypothesis says that that at the same condition of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of all gases contains equal number of molecules, isn't it? Okay, so you can do in this way that 10 ml of H2 contains what? 2000 molecules. Yes. So what will be for 1 ml of H2? It will be 2000 upon 10 molecules, isn't it? Okay. So if I am taking same volume for that also, that means 1 ml of will have this 200 molecules. Yes. Either 1 ml, we are talking about 1 ml of H2 or 1 ml of what? Oxygen. This will have the same molecule. Got it? According to Avogadro hypothesis. So in that way, so according to Avogadro hypothesis, we can say that what? 1 ml of H2 or 1 ml of oxygen, both will have what? Same number of molecules, 200 molecules, isn't it? Yes. So if you got 1 ml of O2 this much, so how much volume is given? 150 ml. So 150 ml of O2 will have 2000 into what? 150 molecules, that is 30, and this is 3. Yes, 30,000 molecules. Clear or not? Try to understand this thing, okay? And while watching this video, properly watch it, and after this do all these questions by your own in your register. Don't copy at that moment, okay? You can understand it once, twice, thrice, whatever number of you play the video, pause the video and just understand the concept, and at last you do it by your own. Don't just copy it. After watching this video 3-4 times you are not getting the numericals, you can ping me, okay? I will explain it in detail again. Okay, so next question is, 1 volume of hydrogen combines with sulfur to produce 1 volume of gas A. If the vapor density, which formula vapor density comes? So vapor density is equal to 2 into molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density, isn't it? वो वाले formula आएगा, ठीक है? तो let's see क्या करना है. So it says that 1 volume of hydrogen combines with sulfur. So hydrogen, okay, and this is sulfur. It will give you a gas A. It's not named, like name is not given, so let it be gas A. Okay. So it says that 1 volume, and we know that H2 hydrogen is a gas, so it will always be written as a H2 only. Okay, so this is 1 volume, and this is forming one volume. Yes, यही है ना, to produce one volume of gas, one volume. Okay, so if one volume, according to Avogadro hypothesis, you can use n molecules. So this will also form n molecules. Yes, and in this n molecules, here what it is, that molecule, it is one molecule. Yes, so here also one molecule it will form. So now one molecule is how many atoms, or what will be the molecular mass of this? 2. One molecule is equal to 2 atoms, isn't it? Clear? I don't know how many atoms, so let it be one molecule only. Is this clear what I am saying? Okay, so now 2 atom of hydrogen combined with the X atom of sulfur. I don't know that sulfur कितना atom use हो रहा है. 2 atom of hydrogen is combining with X atom of sulfur to form a gas, one molecule of a gas. Okay, clear? So the formula will be, you just write this language. 2 atom of hydrogen combines with X atom of S to form one molecule of a gas, one molecule of a gas. Yes, clear? So suppose that, hence the molecular formula will be, hence we know that hydrogen atom H2 and S का नहीं पता, तो let it be X. Yes, any problem in this? Okay, so we know that molar mass of the gas will be equal to 2 into vapor density, isn't it? So here vapor density is given, so that means molar mass of the gas will be 2 into vapor density, यानी कि 17, that is 34, and the molar mass of the molecular formula क्या है? This is H2SX. So can't you find this X कितना है यहाँ पे? Yes. So how to find the molecular mass? We have done in 2 into 1, 2 atom of hydrogen, yes, plus 1 is the atomic mass of this, plus in class 9th we have learned that how to find the molecular mass, and this is X atom into sulfur is 16, yes, is equal to 34. So now solve it. This is 16, X is equal to 32. Yes, so X is equal to, so X is equal to what it is? 1 second. This is, oh sorry, sulfur is 32. Yes, that's why I'm saying why the formula is coming H2S2. Okay, so this is 32. So here 32 and this is 32. So X is equal to 1. So what will be the molecular formula? So the molecular formula is H2S1, or you can write H2S. Hope it is clear. Okay, do it by your own, try to understand. If still there is a problem, you can tell me. Okay, and next topic we will do in our next lecture. So till then, thank you class.